The Coal Electricity Distribution Company has vowed to get to the root of the illegal connection to its power grid. EKEDC, as it is also called, is reacting to a story sent in by an eyewitness reporter who accused a mini estate owner at Badore area of Lagos State of getting power from the company without paying.
This was the video sent by our eyewitness reporter showing people he identified as staff of a coal electricity distribution company exhuming cables allegedly used in illegal transmission of power. We visited the EKEDC office at Marina, Lagos, where the company confirms the story.
For us, we actually have a policy on whistleblowing, and in the implementation of this whistleblowing, we got a call through that process, and somebody informed us of a customer who, I'll call him a consumer actually, not a customer right now, who had taken advantage of our facility to the extent that he has an estate, and in the estate they are using actually our supply, but meanwhile they are not making any payments. At that level, we have no choice than to send our enforcement team for at least confirmation. The enforcement team went and came back to confirm that actually that was correct. They have a 125 kVA generator as a backup, but their main supply is from EKEDC Power. And one thing that is actually striking in the whole experience is that they didn't just connect supply from the pole in front of them. They concealed that power, that cable, and then to the extent that if you come in, you will just believe that they are not on public power, that they are dependent only on their private generation. So till today, they have actually been using our supply without paying. So that accounted for us to immediately sever the source and then try to get in touch with the landlord to at least come and explain things.
At Badore, in a Tiosa local government area of Lagos, one still finds signs where the ground was dug to cover the conduits used in the transfer of current from this pole to power this mini estate of 60 apartments.
You have seen exactly the extent of energy theft that has actually taken place here, where we have poles erected just to deceive the people that no electricity is being consumed in the house, whereas they had to go through underground, to tap from our line into this house, this estate of about 60 flats. And this has been going on since, I think, early this year, if I may say. Is greed on the part of the owner of the property, because if you have a gigantic building like this, one should expect that you energize the place, being a customer. You didn't do that. The person did not do that. What he did was to just steal energy. And it's something the company is not taking lightly at all. We want to go all the way to make sure that we charge him for the loss that he has actually created, the energy has taken from us illegally.
This alleged illegal connection might be all the encouragement needed by the neighbor on the other side of the road to take advantage of the situation. But what the EKEDC finds more disturbing is that their product was not just taken illegally, but even sold without their approval.
But I think painfully is the fact that this consumer, he collects money from his tenants for electricity or utility in the property, whereas he is stealing the electricity completely without paying for it, whereas his tenants are paying for this electricity, which is really unfair on us as a company and for the nation at large. We understand he collects about 7,000 naira from each apartment. So if you do that arithmetic, 7,000 times 60 apartments, that's about 420,000 naira that he collects monthly, whereas he pays us nothing.
If he's ready to pay us the loss that he has incurred, we have incurred, by sending energy to this place, and he has been stealing it, we are going to make sure we get our money back, and then if need be, we'll go further to prosecute and then get the necessary justice. Because if we don't act quickly on this issue now, other estates, individuals will do it. And it's been happening of recent, where our workmen are being harassed. They don't allow them to do their job when they are lawfully there. Secondly, instead of then paying what? Because one, we are not the one generating, we are not the one transmitting. We only distribute. We distribute what we have. Only for this company, this estate, to steal energy, you know, without any recourse to what will happen.
The owner of this house, however, disagrees with the allegation of energy theft.
You know, when you are talking of energy theft, there are two elements, like I was explaining to them. There is mens rea and there is actus reus. To actually determine, because before you can say somebody admitted, that means the person has actually dishonestly connected himself. And from the documents that we have before them, it doesn't show any element of dishonesty on the part of our client or even his manager. This house was just completed, the apartment was just completed in June this year, contrary to the other information flying around that they've been using it for over 1 year. And it was one Mr. Yakubu, an official, he held himself out as an official from Eco Disco, their Aja branch, that has been collecting 30,000 naira from our clients on this issue. If our client actually, if he intends stealing lights, would he have applied for transformer to be used there? Because when he approached the community around that area, the community told him point blank that if you put the loads of these blocks of flats on our transformer, there will be an overloading. So they advised him that he should apply for a separate transformer, which he did. And the application, we forwarded the application letter, which was endorsed by Eco Disco themselves. We forwarded it to them. And also their letter approving it just in August. Also, we attached it to our letter to show them that we applied for all these things. And even our client, to show that he's a law-abiding citizen and he didn't intend stealing any energy. He also applied for 30 meters in that for that apartment. And mind you, all the apartments are still unoccupied. Not all of them are occupied at now. So that is just the basic, that's the truth, that's the information that we have at our disposal. So issue of energy theft is still, we still find it somehow, because we are still discussing with them, we are appealing to them that we don't, of course, somebody came from their office holding himself out, and of course we have applied before, holding himself out to be their official. And that is the person, he always comes to that environment and has been collecting money. And he gave us assurance that when we are connected to our own transformer, then they will remove us from the transformer of Oro transformer.
While the estate owner denies any wrongdoing and seeks peaceful resolution, Eco Electricity Distribution Company says it's doing all it can to plug all loopholes and asks Nigerians to join in its war against energy theft.